A family is vacationing on their yacht in the middle of the Caribbean Sea. Mom, Julia, jumps into the water for a swim. While relaxing, she starts feeling something strange. But since she can't see anything around, she thinks it might just be her imagination. A few seconds later, the same weird feeling comes back. Again, she doesn't see anything, but now she gets scared and starts swimming back to the yacht. Suddenly, someone grabs her leg, and she starts screaming loudly for help. Her daughter, Kelsey, is listening to music with headphones on, so you can't hear anything. Tom and their son Ben are busy fishing. Julia tries to stay afloat, but it's hard to yell because water keeps getting in her mouth. After a while, Tom realizes he hasn't seen Julia for a long time. He looks for her on the yacht, and then spots his wife in trouble. He calls the kids, heads toward that side of the yacht, and jumps into the water. He quickly reaches Julia, supports her, and swims back to the yacht. The kids pull them both up. The family Julia is holding on, but Julia tells herself that maybe it happened because of the waves. At night, everyone gathers to celebrate Ben's birthday. Kelsey gets a call from her boyfriend, so she takes her laptop and steps outside. On the video call, her boyfriend shows huge dark clouds gathering over the city. The call glitches and freezes. Kelsey comes back inside to tell everyone, but Tom says the signal might be weak because they're far from the ground. Just then, they all hear a noise. They go outside and see a group of whales. The group is moving along. Tom explains that whales always follow the Earth's magnetic field, but when a storm hits, they get confused. Suddenly, the yurt shakes hard and Ben falls down. Tom gets worried that the yurt might be hurt, so he dives down to check. After a while, he comes back up to the surface, but he has a big wound on his shoulder. Julia quickly stitches up his injury. Tom says that underwater, he felt like something huge was behind him, but when he turned around, it was just the propeller he got cut. He says whatever it was huge. Tom can see a lot of damage on the yacht, so they have to call for help. Julia keeps trying on the radio. Cassie tries to find a signal on the phone, but nothing works. Then Cassie sees a strange creature and screams, but it's just Ben wearing a mask, messing around. After a while, the yacht completely shuts down and gets stuck in the middle of the sea. Julia hears a voice on the radio, but the signal is so bad she can't make out what it's saying now. Tom tells the family they only have enough food and water for 4 days, and they'll have to wait for a fishing boat. Suddenly, something shows up on the radar, and the family hears a strange noise. Everyone rushes outside and is shocked to see a bunch of meteorites falling to the ground. Wherever the meteorites hit, there are huge explosions. One meteorite falls into the water near them, so Tom quickly tries to start the yacht. The engine barely starts, but then another meteorite hits the area. It's hitting hard. The family, scared, holds onto each other tightly. Then Tom realizes that the fireballs falling aren't meteors, they're satellites. At the same time, Ben notices smoke coming from the yacht. Tom checks and confirms the engine is broken. As the wind picks up, the family hides inside the yard. They don't notice the compass spinning wildly. The yard starts shaking violently. Ben falls again, and this time he gets hurt. Waves are crashing against the yard fiercely. Tom struggles till he goes outside and brings life jackets. Just then, the power goes out. Tom quickly presses the power box button and the lights come back on. That's when Ben notices blood dripping from Julia's nose. Julia starts feeling dizzy, and then she rushes to the sink and throws up. Tom keeps trying the radio but can't get any signal. Suddenly, there's a loud high-pitched noise, and the wind picks up even more. Julia tries to close the door, but a hatch flies open and the wind starts breaking the windows. Tom lights a flare, and after a moment, darkness falls. The next morning, the family wakes up in shock, realizing they survived the storm. But the yacht is half destroyed. When they step outside, they see the sea has disappeared and the yacht is stuck on dry land. Everyone is stunned by this. Kelsey tries to check the signal, but the network is completely down. Ben starts playing with 2 dead crabs. Tom checks the compass and sees it's flipped upside down. This last happened 700,000 years ago. Kelsey thinks her boyfriend must be dead and breaks down. Then Julia, when she tries to explain, he just pushes her away and she goes to hide. Julia and Tom check out the leftover supplies. Ben ties his birthday blues to a rock, hoping some other survivor might see it. Tom tries the radio again, and this time he connects with a guy. His name is Now, and he's the captain of a submarine. His sub is stuck on land too. He confirms that the magnetic poles have reversed, which caused the ocean to pull back and the land to flood. He says he hasn't seen any other survivors so far and the communication systems are completely down. He also says that the poles will reverse again, and maybe the ocean will come back in about a week. He warns the family to get to higher ground as much as possible because when the water returns, it will be really dangerous. He says his partner died in a crash, and there's only room for 3 people in the submarine. Julia and Tom beg him, "Please save our kids." He gives them his coordinates. Tom calculates that it will take 2 or 3 days to reach the submarine. He tells the family get a good rest tonight. "We'll be leaving early tomorrow morning." The next morning, the family is busy packing their stuff. Suddenly, Tom notices something moving nearby. It's a limping man holding a harpoon, with a dog barking non-stop beside him. Tom goes over and hands him a bottle of water, but the man speaks in a language Tom can't understand. After drinking, the stranger suddenly smashes the bottle on Tom's head and kicks him hard in the face. Julia screams and runs away in fear, but it's already too late. The man Tom already had a harpoon stuck in his stomach. He writhed in pain for a few moments, then bit the guy's neck. The man then chased Julia, threw a harpoon at her, and it hit her shoulder. Enduring the pain, Julia ran inside the yacht and told the kids to hide. She locked the door. Kai and Ben slipped inside the sofa. Julia handed them a flare gun and grabbed a knife herself, hiding in the bathroom. The man slammed hard on the door and eventually broke in. First, he looked around a bit. He picks it up and starts looking around the yard. Then he heads towards the bathroom, but Julia smartly slips out through a small hole. The guy thinks Julia has run off. Just as she's sneaking out, his dog spots her and starts barking. The dog lunges at her, so Julia stabs it with a knife. Hearing the dog scream, the man comes out and flies into a rage when he sees his dog's dead body. Meanwhile, Julia tries to get inside from the other side of the yard. She climbs up and starts entering through a broken window, but the guy gets there first. He grabs her and punches her hard, making her fall down. Julia tries to grab some furniture to defend herself, but he kicks her away. Then he puts his foot on her wrist so she drops the knife, grabs her hair, slams her face into the ground, throws her on the sofa, and starts choking her. The kids are watching all this. Kaisi runs outside and fires a flare gun right at the guy. He catches fire, and the yacht starts burning. The kids they run away immediately. But Julia comes back. She kicks him down, grabs the map and bag, and runs off. Ben and Casey go to their D and start crying. Julia sits with them, and the three of them say their final goodbye to Tom through tears. Just then, that scary guy comes out of the yacht again, and the family starts running away once more. Moments later, the yacht explodes with a huge blast. After walking a bit, they stop by a small waterfall to rest. Casey thinks that maybe the guy is crazy. They came because they saw balloons. Hearing this, Ben starts to blame himself. Julia tells him it's not his fault, and urges everyone to keep moving because that guy is still after them. On the way, near a small pond, Ben is shocked to see a dead hammerhead shark. Then Julia notices that the guy is getting close to them again. Everyone starts running and falls down from a sand dune, where they spot some toxic waste. The family carefully crosses it, thinking they've finally shaken that guy off. As they keep walking, they start noticing huge dead animals and all the plastic piled up under the ocean. Ben starts slowing down, and Julia realizes he's close to dehydration. She tells everyone to stop. When she looks at the water bottle, she's shocked. It's almost empty. Kelsey realizes she probably didn't close the bottle properly. Julia yells in anger, blaming her carelessness for running out of water. Kelsey snaps back. What difference does it make? Really? Anyway, we're not getting out of this. A long argument breaks out between the two. But still, the family keeps moving forward. After a while, they find a crashed plane. Everyone gets scared seeing something moving inside. But it's just some birds. The family decides to spend the night inside the plane. They share a little snack, and Julia finds a family photo in Tom's jacket. Seeing it breaks her heart. Kaisi, ask Mom, what's your and Dad's love as? Tori? Julia smiles and starts telling. Tom was my patient at the hospital. Then, one day, he showed his love by giving her flowers and a sweet little poem. In the middle of the night, as she's getting off the plane, this creepy guy tries to grab her from behind. But Julia suddenly jumps on him from behind and stabs him repeatedly with a knife, killing him. She hugs her mom to calm her down. The next morning, the guy's corpse is covered with worms. The family notices lots of bite marks on his body, meaning there's some dangerous creature hiding around here. As soon as they start leaving, crabs crawl into his mouth. They come out of there. A few hours later, Julia and Casey re-looking at the map, but Ben quietly moves ahead. Julia yells, "Wait!" But Ben bends down to drink water from a pond. Julia immediately pulls him out and explains that drinking unknown water can make him sick. The sun gets really harsh, so the family covers their heads with cloth. Ben starts feeling dizzy. Then they find some old chairs, and Julia and Casey quickly make a temporary shelter out of them. Julia gives Ben an injection, and she decides they'll spend the night right there. The next morning, Julia wakes up to a strange noise. When she goes outside to check, she sees a huge swarm of crabs heading their way. She quickly wakes the kids, and the three of them start running. While running, they spot a big cargo ship. There, 3 crew members are still alive. A woman wants to help them, but the other 2 men refuse and lock the container, leaving the family outside. The crabs get closer. Julia climbs onto the container with the kids, and just as she's about to climb up herself, the crabs bite his leg hard. The kids pull him up, otherwise he would have fallen down. Half the crabs crawl inside through a hole in the container. The crew members start firing, but the crabs overpower them and kill both. The last man reaches the hole in the roof, but the crabs drag him down too, and he dies as well. Julia ties a bandage on her wound and faints. After a while, When she wakes up, she finds herself alone in the middle of a sandstorm. Panicked, she starts looking for the kids. A dead woman grabs a weapon and screams loudly. Hearing her voice, Law comes back and explains that she and Ben went to find help but didn't find anyone. Then the two meet Ben, who finds an open container where they can stay until the storm passes. Julia takes out Tom's lighter and burns her wound to seal it, which is really painful. After the storm stops, they find another container filled with lots of water bottles. While checking the bodies, they also find a radio and a gun. Julia takes the boat she contacts and says that the map is lost. Now, he explains that they were attacked by arthropods. These creatures have gone completely crazy because of the oxygen. Now, Nev tells the family to hurry up because his instruments have calculated that the sea will come back sooner than expected, and THUI only have a few hours left. He shoots a flare, and the family starts moving in that direction. After a long walk, the family finds a broken toilet where Ben pees. Finally, they spot the submarine nearby, but to get there, they have to cross a big rocky path. As soon as they start walking, the walls begin to shake and stones start falling, causing a terrifying rock slide. Julia quickly pushes her kids to the side and steps back herself to avoid getting crushed. Now, a wall of rock stands between them. Julia tells the kids to go ahead without her, but they refuse, insisting that their mom should try to climb too. After a lot of arguing and yelling, Julia finally promises she thinks she'll find her kids later. Helpless, Kaisi drags her brother forward. The kids climb the rocky path and run towards the submarine. But when they get there, they see the boat lying outside covered in blood. He explains that it's all over for him now, and the kids can take the submarine thinking there'll be extra space. Kaisi runs back to find her mom. Just then, Julia sees the crabs coming and starts shooting. She kills some of the crabs, but the swarm is huge, and fighting them all becomes tough. Right at that moment, Kaisi looks up and reaches out her hand, and despite her injured leg, Julia starts climbing quickly. With Casey's help, she makes it to the other side, and the two of them run towards the submarine together. Ben is already standing up top and opens fire to keep the crabs distracted while the family climbs up. As soon as the crabs reach the boat's hull, they start biting it immediately. Julia lifts her gun and keeps firing until the kids are safely inside. Once they're secure, Julia realizes she's out of bullets, so she throws it away and goes inside with her kids. She locks the family hatch tightly and watches the crabs all around the submarine through the window. Just then, the sea comes back, so the three of them quickly sit in their seats, buckle up, and hold each other's hands. The strong waves start tossing the submarine violently from side to side. Julia begins to have visions of the whole journey. Soon, the high-pitched noise returns, and the family faints. After a while, Julia and the kids regain consciousness. They come in and feel happy seeing themselves alive. They unlock the hatch and step outside to find that the waves have crashed the submarine into a ruined city. So now, there's hope to survive and start a new life, and that's where the movie ends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you keep getting fun videos like this.